Happy New Year, everybody. New Year's Eve coming to you, Pete and Sebastian show. Unbelievable year here at the Pete and Sebastian show. Went over a lot has happened. I got a dog this year. We named it Luigi. I got on an airplane, I think in the middle of the year, and had to blow out the bathroom, which we discuss here in this episode. You, Pete, had a letter come in that I'm surprised didn't have any cyanide in it, or it was a prank that was played on you. We still don't know who the perpetrator was, but we discussed that in this episode.
Yeah. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of stuff that happened. Some of the stuff Cans threw in there. I forgot we even talked about things that did happen. So I shared some high school stuff.
The high school stuff. We dissected your injury, basically, which was your last game of your high school career, where you went down with an ankle injury, and was helped off the court by your teammates. So we dissected that. We are still looking for footage of when I was brutally taken down on a high school soccer game, where I made such a quick cut, the guy didn't even know what to do, right?
I gotta see this. I hope you find it, man.
And my left ankle collapsed and basically destroyed my junior year. And if I do say so myself, I was on my way to a scholarship.
I believe it. I mean, that was the difference between Penn State and not Penn State, right? Yeah. It was I remember that. It was a tough recovery for senior year. Yeah. And we still like to see that footage. It's probably somewhere in your dad's attic, so hopefully you can find it.
So enjoy the episode. We appreciate everybody listening to our show for the last 12 years. And there's a little best stuff.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
We got to get into this. I can't believe you got a dog, man. So how long have you had it, first of all?
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
6 weeks. It's
Who's training it?
There's a guy that comes over.
I knew it. Is it that guy? What's his name? Who does the dogs? Yeah, it's probably Caesar Milan.
It's not Caesar Milan.
He stays for dinner.
It's this guy that comes over, and I got to tell you, it's amazing what this guy does with the dog.
Right.
It's hard to implement what he's doing on our own, because it's work.
Right.
It's work. He's doing the thing. The dog's going through his legs. He's got the treat. That. But the dog is extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
It sits. It stays. It's still pissing. Every once in a while, it gets excited. It'll pee on the floor. But that's not a big problem. Obviously, loves Lana. I feel like when I get up and he sees me, this asshole. I feel like. Right. Because I'm not around, I'm almost like a stranger in the house to him, because I've been working so much. He sees me come home.
Well, you got a male or a female?
Male. His name is Luigi.
Luigi. I love it. Listen, that's great. That was on our short list, dude.
Yeah.
Your dog knows, because mine's a male too, it knows that you're the alpha. So it can sense this guy comes home and everybody's different. They're excited and also on edge, So
you think the dog is receptive to the fact that I am kind of master of the domain?
Absolutely. And as time goes on, it's gonna, before you know it, dude. First of all, it's still a puppy. That's why it's probably biting you. And you grab it. Sometimes I'll take my dog. I've been fake trying like a lion, rip his jaws open, or like rah, rah. They love it. She's chewing. He's just going to plop down on that couch next to you one night, and you're going to be like, it's over. I love you more than the kids. Yeah.
Well, Lana holds the dog in her arm, and the dog stares at me while she's doing it, because she's like, he's so cute.
Right,
He looks at me and goes, It's where you used to be. I feel like he's taken over. Like Lana's like really into him. Right. I'm not so much, man. I don't know.
Well, now at night, my dog comes up and it sits right in between us, and it always cuddles up with Jackie. And this might be an edit, but sometimes when I like try to cuddle with my dog, or like I brought her with me once on the road to Syracuse, and brought her in the bed, and I had no shirt on, and like I go to cuddle with the dog, I feel, because I used to have a Cocker Spaniel that was a female, that my dog, Duke, is like, this is a little gay. I feel like it knows we're both males, and that this isn't what I get from you, guy, and this isn't what you get from me, all right? I do that with your wife. Back the fuck off. Would you put your shirt on, throw me a ball, all right? What, are you going to bang me? Jesus. So I feel like that's what your dog is with you. It knows.
Yeah.
Like if you pet it, it would be like, what's this about? What, are you about to hit me? And you're trying to cushion the blow? So
yeah, no, we're working out the kinks with this thing.
Yeah.
So, me being Italian,
right.
I'm like, all right, feed the thing. Like, apparently it just eats in the morning and at night. And it eats at a rate that is devastating. I mean, I don't know if you have this, but we don't have a bowl for them. It's a maze that you put the food, like kind of you pack it in the maze, so they don't eat so fast. They have to kind of lick it out of this maze thing.
Oh.
I don't know if my wife got soaked into buying one of these things, but anyway, it eats within, 2.5 minutes, the thing is gone.
Right.
And I go, give the thing some more food. Starving.
Right.
Like in the morning, does your dog run out of the cage or wherever it comes from to eat like an animal?
Whole house, by the way, got a cage.
Well, I mean, it's a puppy.
No, I know, no. No, I only feed it once at night. And so during the day, I give it a treat, but I only feed it once at night. And, and of course, at a puppy, it would eat it. And then one day, it walks away from the food and it don't want it. And, I used to, you have that moment where you're like, oh, why isn't I eating the food? And Jackie gets like that. Why isn't I eating? But my father-in-law is like, he goes, I've had dogs. I put it down. You either go eat it. If you don't eat it within 10 minutes, it's gone, and you're not eating again until this time tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, he goes, he'll eat it. And then the next day, he scoffs that shit down. So, it's like not a human, man. I'm sorry. Just keep that in mind. It's not a human. I put the food down. I don't even know what this machine is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a plate with a maze in it, so it's recessed. So you put the food, so he doesn't he literally eats the food in a bowl within 53 seconds. It's
great.
It's gone. And he's looking around going, "Is it?"
Now you're like me though. You never had a dog growing up, so this is all new to you.
All new.
So you ever just find yourself staring at it like?
Well, there's one point I thought the thing was dying. Right? I didn't know this. He was walking around and go, I go, what the fuck's going on? I told my mom, I go, is this fucking thing dying? She goes, no, sometimes, they got something caught or whatever. I go, yeah, but this is a little too aggressive for something caught. Right? So there's things the dog does that
even if it's sick, like with some sort of illness that we gotta, I want my money back. I want to help, right? I knew someone who had a dog and it died of cancer within a year. It's like,
how do you know the dog's sick?
What?
How do you know the dog is sick?
Well, if it's not eating, if it's not moving around, if it's lethargic, I mean, all the things that you love when a dog does are also the things that make it sick. So, but that's the question though. Like, if something happened to it, God forbid, now would you go back to the person you bought off of and be like, listen, I mean, I don't want to be tacky, but this thing didn't even make it 3 months. I mean, I gotta put that on you a little bit there.
Well, it is an animal, right?
Right.
You do purchase it.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about someone calling you a dog dad?
Bro, what?
Yeah.
I never heard that until you just said that.
Well, apparently it's a California thing.
When they see you with the dog, and they
you're
go,
a dog
dad
now. I'm like, not that. I'm a father to my kids. I bought the dog.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't buy my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you gonna be a dad to a dog when it's $4,500? You know what I'm saying?
It didn't come out of my wife. Right? Yeah.
So, yeah, he's getting his shots today, and now we're gonna be able to take it out amongst other dogs. But here's something for you. My dog he mounted this dog in the neighborhood unexpectedly. I didn't know, like,
oh yeah,
they want to fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you neuter that spaniel you had?
Yeah. No, the spaniel. Yeah, the spaniel I did, and now my dog now has took his balls off.
So there's a debate whether or not you do this or not. Did you notice a difference when you chopped the nuts off? Did he lose his aggressiveness and his personality?
Nah, I didn't notice a personality change. But he doesn't try to bang anything. Well, he doesn't rub up against us.
Yeah, because he can't. It's gone.
That's disgusting. Jackie's she's like, when I'm at someone's house and their dog rubs itself up because it wants to bang me or something, she's like, I'm like, that's the grossest shit. It's tacky.
Yeah,
So,
I feel a little white trash on it. I kind of felt bad that
you're gonna get the balls taken off, right?
I don't know if we are.
Oh my!
I don't know if I want to do that to the guy.
Oh my god!
I mean,
you're not doing anyone any favors keeping him on. He wouldn't even know what he's missing, bro. I wish I didn't have mine. My life would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Oh shit! Trying to get used to the dog life, that whole thing. Yeah, I think we were lied to about the dog.
Oh, really? Yeah.
This thing keeps growing. They're like, no, it's gonna be about 18, 19 pounds, and I'm like, this thing is like. I go to Lana. I go, this thing might be as big as a German Shepherd by the time it's all over with.
Wait, are you feeding it normal, or is it getting at some of the food scraps and stuff?
No, we don't do scraps. Listen.
Nice.
I was told that don't feed the dog from the table. Don't give it scraps. It's gonna bag and this and that. He gets his food and that's that. But I feel sorry for him. The amount of food that we give him, or that we were instructed to give him, in my eyes, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Poor thing, starve. I'm looking. I go. Half a cup of food, half a cup of a dog food. He eats it within, seconds. It's gone, right? And he's licking around, he's looking around the bowl to see if any fell out on the floor that he missed. And then he looks
licking
back
the
up
bowl.
at me. Yeah, lick the whole thing. He's looking back up at me after he's done and going, that's it. Where's the rest, bro? So, unbeknownst.
And once a day you feed it too?
Twice, in the morning and at night. I think he might get a lunch in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta look.
With ours, we do one.
One feeding a day?
One feeding a day, they tell us. You could break it up, 2 small ones, like you're probably doing, a 1 feeding a day, but same thing. Dog licks everything, eats it too, and just gives you that look. And I'm looking back 24 hours. So, I give it a couple treats here and there. I give it a jerk stick in the morning and blah, blah, blah. But overall, yeah. And I could see a first time dog owner, you're going, the thing is starving. It's looking for nuggets on the ground. So
I was making steak last night, right? And he's looking right at me. So it's another thing. I have to look around, and I just throw a piece of steak in his vicinity, right? So I got something to tell you. What the hell did I give him? What did I give him that was red? I heard you could give them apples. Right? Give a dog an apple.
I never. A horse, an apple. Never. I never had a dog that liked apples.
What the hell did I give the dog that I was like, hey, is this good? I was giving him a little. Oh, this might have been a bad one.
Yeah.
I gave him a little watermelon.
Holy shit.
Could you look up watermelon? Is that good for dogs? Listen, I was slicing up a watermelon. It was so delicious. He was looking at me, and I did a look around. Hey, there's a little. Hey, dog, but there. Hold on, look. Is watermelon good for dogs? Not only can your dog eat watermelon, but it can make a refreshing, hydrated treat. Okay, I was on the right track. Now,
right? Yeah.
The day I gave watermelon, we got him out of his cage the next morning, and he shit the fucking cage. There was shit everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And Lana's like, what the fuck? You know, he's never shit like that. And then I said, oh, there's red in the shit, right? There's red shit, right? And I go, I go, he might have ate a little watermelon yesterday that fell on the floor, and I couldn't get it. Like, I couldn't get it. Now, these are little white lies, and Lana doesn't lie.
Absolutely.
But these are little white lies that he had watermelon. I just skirted around how he got it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's almost, you're being honest. The important part is, you know why it's shit, because of watermelon. How honest am I? I could have said I have no idea, but I'm throwing you a bone with a half honest. You know what I'm saying? I do those all the time. I got a scratch on the old Tahoe. I told Jackie I got keyed in Walmart parking lot. I felt so guilty about it. I bought her a new Tahoe. I was like, fucking Walmart, can't go anywhere in that fucking thing. I think I know the sign that I backed into and did it, because I literally went back. It was at the doctor's office. A week later, I took the Tahoe back to where I thought it happened, and I aligned the Tahoe with the sign, and it matched the scratch. Level to level, and I'm like, that's it. That's where I think I did it. But again, bottom line is, you know, it's done. We'll take care of it. And the same thing with you. This is watermelon. It's a little white lie. Now, I like your move in that you tell your whole family, don't give this thing anything from the table, right? It's just dog food only. And then on the sly, you got a nice little relationship going with the dog. You should do that.
Well, they told me that, like, listen, if it was up to me, I would have the dog at the table eating with me, right? Like, that's where I'm at with this thing. Like, get up here and let's have some pasta, right?
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
No.
But, you know, Lana's so strict with, like, okay, he has, you know, one meal and then you have, like, look, you know, I got them little hot dog snacks. You know, I give him that. He's very food motivated. He's the dog does anything for food, right?
Right. Well, so do you. So that works out. Guys, no, but seriously, you falling in love? I feel like you're falling in love, man.
I've turned the corner with the dog.
Have you kissed it yet? Right on the
we don't
snout,
French, but I mean, like I give him
not yet, guy.
I do a thing where I get him going right here. I get this going right, and then he gives me a couple licks on the cheek, right?
Wow, bro. That's huge for you. That's very germacious, man. There's a lot of, like, you know, for you to allow a dog to do that, you're falling in love.
Yeah, no, I've definitely warmed up to the fact that we have a beautiful little animal in the house. However, I want to feed it more.
Yeah.
I want
you rubbing the belly underneath.
No, yeah. I do. He lays down at night and then he sees me and he just kind of gives me just almost as if he was saying, just rub me a little bit right here. That's all I need, right? So I get down, I do a little rub on the belly, but when it comes to the food, a lot of times I'm eating alone and I want somebody else to enjoy what I'm enjoying. Right? Like I'm in the water. I'm eating the watermelon. You know, like when you eat watermelon and it's sweet and you got nobody to tell.
Yeah.
It's lonely.
Right.
So if nobody's in the kitchen and he's looking at me, I'll just go, taste how sweet this is. Right? Taste how sweet it is. And then,
you know how,
and then he's
fucking how much my dog
throwing up blood.
But you can tell how much you love what you gave him by how quick he pops back up to see if there's any more of that shit. Right? You got him, give you that look. I also, do you do this yet? I have it on its belly. This is a little. And I do the pet, like what you're saying. I'm up by the chest area. I'll come down the whole body, and when I get to the penis, I do a finger slide around the penis.
Ooh,
so I'm coming
God,
down. Guy, you're a week away. You're a week away from doing
I don't
it.
even go past the midsection. I don't even want to go down
I
near
didn't for
that
the
thing.
first 3 months either, bro. I didn't either. But then I'm like, why am I denying him the full brush down? I'm telling you, especially
because
if
he's
you had
gonna
your
get
dog's
hard.
balls cut. No, my dog's got no balls.
Oh no, I'm not. The dog's keeping his nuts.
Are you serious?
Why? Why not? I'm going to deprive the guy of hormones?
He's going to start humping the kid's legs and stuff.
What?
Oh my God!
I'd rather have a dog
you're
walking
keeping its balls. You're going to be playing bocce ball, sipping espressos with this fucking thing in a month. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's not your friend, bro. It's an animal. Get the balls cut off. Stop giving it watermelon. I'm going to come over. Luigi's going to be flipping burgers, talking. Hey, Petey.
I'll tell you an airplane story before I forget. Recently I had some blood work done. Prior to me getting the blood work, they gave me almost like a sugar water to see how I metabolize sugar over 90 minutes. So they drew my blood every half hour. Shortly after that, I have a flight. Now, I was a little, I didn't have anything in my stomach. I took a banana to go, right? So on my way onto the airplane, I get an attack in my stomach that I need to go to the bathroom right away. So I'm the first one on the airplane, right? Woman's like, she's a fan. Hey, big fan of yours. Oh, thank you. I put the thing up. I go, I need to use the bathroom. I go into the bathroom and I don't like bathroom humor. I'm just telling you a story here. Bro, horrific. I mean, it was one of those where I don't think we're going to be able to take off. Right?
No one's even on the plane yet?
No one's on the plane yet, and I'm in there. I don't know if you've ever pulled this move. You feel like if you let it out, you go flush it right away. I go do the flush don't work.
Oh my God.
And as soon as that happens, I go, there's no way I could leave this in here. There's no way.
Oh my God. Was there a party like maybe the toilet don't work till he starts the plane?
That's what I'm thinking. I go, this guy didn't even start the plane yet. Nothing works.
This is like not being able to put your window down till your parents start the car. Oh my. And now they're coming on. Now people will come on a plane.
Yeah.
It probably smells in there.
Oh, well.
Oh my God.
It was one of those where you're in your own stench and you got a problem with it.
Oh
right?
my
You're like this ain't me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fucking nothing. So I get up. They have that sanitizer that's foam. I load it up about this high of foam, and I throw it on it. I'm thinking this will mask the smell, right?
Smart.
Right?
Yes.
But I'm staying in there longer than I should be. Like even the flight attendant, I'm going, what is this guy doing in there? Right?
Yeah.
So there's a point where I got to exit.
You got it.
I got to exit. So I'm sitting there. I'm just sitting there waiting. Finally, I hear something. I go to flush. It flushes.
Oh my God.
I look in the corner, and this is a little pro tip for those listening. I've never seen this. All the flights I've ever taken, I've never seen this. In the corner, there's an air freshener that you could take out. I popped it out. There's a little air drop, the little, like an eyedropper. I start eyedropping the whole bathroom with this air freshener, right? Beautiful. Now.
That's what this is for?
Yeah.
You don't get this on other cats. You don't get this on other cats.
Did you know they have air freshener in it?
No.
I had no idea. No idea. So now, my question to you is, I'm going to come out. Do you act like nothing happened in there? Or do you start talking to the flight attendant right away? Because the flight attendant, they're there in the galley greeting everybody. Right. I'm going to have to pass her.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I come out of the bathroom. Right away, I hit her with, is there any internet on this flight? Like,
yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Nothing happened in there. Exactly.
There's no way he's going to ask me if there's internet if he's shitting there, right?
No, right. Exactly. Must have
had something in his eye. That's what I'm thinking. She thought, oh, he must have been looking at his eye.
Right.
Because there's no way you take a dump like that and worried about internet right after that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So she's like, yeah. As soon as we take off the
internet. You also got to remember, too, you're a flight attendant. To say to your friends at a party, some guy is the first one on a plane, then he went number 2. It was so gross. Not much of a story. Sebastian Maniscalco got on the plane before everybody else, and he took a dump. And then he came out and asked me if we had internet. No, give me another beer, Cindy.
But I mean, what do you do? Or do you come out?
Right.
Or do you come out and go, listen, I don't know if we're going to be able to take off after that.
Yeah.
Do you make a joke about it?
No, you do what you did. And I don't listen, you don't bring up smells to the person causing the smell, okay? It's like, and a pet peeve I have as a pot smoker, it just happened the other day, right? It's freaking Friday, a couple weeks ago. I'm on my stoop at like 6:30 at night. Someone's walking by, a neighbor I know, and he goes, I'm having a doop. Smells good. Amateur. Like, well, who is that for? What is any of that shit for?
Yeah.
So same thing with you, that lady. I'm sure she came out and smelled something, you know, like.
I tell you right now.
What?
I tell you right now. The way I left that bathroom was nicer than when I walked in. I don't know if you've ever done this before.
Well, that's what I mean. But then she knows also.
So she knows. You know what she knows? Wow. This guy cares.
But doesn't air freshener, when a man comes out of a bathroom and I smell air freshener, it grosses me out as much as if I smelled shit. Because I know he just shit.
Not this.
That's
if you would have smelled what I did in there and I didn't mask it, you would have fucking died.
Then why did you come out and ask for internet right away?
To fuck him up. Drew her brain somewhere else. Like she was probably gonna go, oh, wonder what he did. Do you have internet? Like, whoa. We're diving into this letter.
I don't know, though. Let's not listen. We got a lot to get into today. You just finished season 2 of the show, and you got to take a better look at that letter because, guy, you're missing. Time out. I thought I sent the letter, and everyone who commented, you were the only one who didn't comment, and I thought because you were the only one wise enough to really read it and see what's going on here, And it's a bigger picture than what that letter is. It was a whole big deal, but read it. Look at the top.
I read
the
it.
Wording. What'd you take?
Bro, you're getting kicked out of the community. Bro.
I can't believe you think it's authentic. I got fucked by a cast listener, bro. The shit came from Denver. It fucked me up all weekend. Jackie was ready to move. I had to send it to my lawyer. He's like, hey. I don't want to be Italian, but it's a fugazi, bro. What'd you? It's a bigger picture we got to discuss.
Oh my God. Bro, hold on, bro. I'm fucking, my mind's blown.
Of all people, I'm like, oh, he ain't commenting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walk me through this. How does this get to the house? Just give me how this
First
goes
of
down.
all, let's fill in the listeners before we go any further. It's a letter, seemingly from my town, who's had enough of some of the things that have gone on in my town because of me. I don't know. Do I read it or do we just tell them?
No, you have to read the letter.
Okay. So this is the letter. I was on the road in Connecticut and Jackie called me. I was in the green room Friday night. I got the mail. You're never going to believe what's in there. I mean, we got to get out of here, Pete. So the top of the letter says, Village of Fredonia, New York, Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia, on the address. Dear Mr. Correale, we hope this letter finds you well. As residents of the Village of Fredonia, New York, we are writing to you with a matter of concern that has been brewing within our community. Over the past few months, there have been numerous complaints regarding your behavior that we feel compelled to address. Firstly, there was an alarming incident involving you threatening the local dive coach. Such behavior, I got to put on, I'm sorry, man. Let's just do it and call it what it is. Got to put it on. Such behavior is completely unacceptable and has understandably caused distress among residents. Furthermore, there has been several occasions where your refuse pickup has included unacceptable trash, causing inconvenience and creating a nuisance for your neighbors. This is not only reflective poorly on you, but also disrupts the peace and cleanliness of our village. Moreover, various incidents involving your interactions with neighbors and local residents have been reported, ranging from confrontations to disturbances. Such behavior fosters a sense of unease and tension within our close-knit community. Most recently, your conduct at the town meeting where the renovation of a local building to house migrant workers was discussed was highly inappropriate. Your disruptive behavior not only hindered constructive dialogue, but also displayed a lack of respect for the concerns and opinions of your fellow residents. Given the cumulative impact of these incidents, we urge you to seriously consider the effect of your actions on the community. It is evident that your behavior is causing discomfort and unease among the residents of Fredonia. We believe that it would be in everyone's best interest, including yours, to contemplate the possibility of finding a more suitable environment where your actions align better with the expectations of community living. We sincerely hope that you will take this letter into consideration and reflect on how your behavior affects those around you. Our village thrives on mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation, and we believe that with the right approach, we can foster a harmonious environment for all residents. Thank you for your attention to this matter, sincerely, and it's signed Village of Fredonia, New York, all right? Right.
Oh. Listen, when I read that, I have to admit my first thought. My first thought was, this fucking guy's a liability. Like,
to you?
If this just in general, if this gets out, that you got kicked out of a city, this could cause major repercussions, not only for your career but your family. I mean, I've never heard of anybody getting kicked out of a city before because because they yelled at the diving coach.
It's like the Wild West in the 1880s, right? And don't let me see your face around here again, son. Holy shit. But listen, first of all, that's illegal, right? I mean, even when I read it, I was like, you can't threaten me to leave the community. That's insane, right? I mean, we all got together and Jackie was just like, we got to move. This is crazy. People are pissed off. I mean, is this going to reflect on Sadie? I mean, how you think they're treating Sadie differently because of all the stuff that you do, right? But I'm like, I know people like me too, man. I mean, I got another story about that later. But so I gotta go on stage. I go, but let me send it to my lawyer. He's my buddy who's a lawyer, but he represents one firm. But we joke that he's my lawyer. It's the cast lawyer, Ray, and he takes a look at it, and and he goes, send it my way. I'm not gonna lie, I had a few beers, man. I've been drinking. We're at a barbecue, but I look at it, and he writes me back, and he's like, bro, this is fucking fake. I don't think this is real. I mean, I think one of your cast listeners is pulling one over on you. So I got off stage and I said, Jack, he thinks it's fake. I mean, it is kind of vague, you know what I mean? I go, and you can get the lady's signature. So then Jackie calls me the next morning and she goes, I got the envelope. I dug it out of the garbage because she had thrown out the envelope, and it's postmarked from Denver. Now, if you're mailing something from our village, we live down the block. Why would it go all the way to Denver? Yeah. So, and now that's where we're at now. I'm like, this thing has got to be fake. All right. I didn't even bother calling the town clerk because I think she'd be like, oh, are you kidding me?
Whoa,
yeah,
bro.
We send you a letter to leave town. Right.
Bro, this throws a whole other. I thought this was signed, sealed, delivered. You called the woman at the village. She goes, no, we didn't send that letter. There's a possibility that this thing is real.
Yeah, there is, but there isn't, guy. I thought, listen, I thought first of all I'd show it to you, and I was thinking you might treat it the way in the past casts, like when I got scammed where the guys like write a check and take it to Walmart, or the time I got the guy on the computer, Steve, and you're like, oh my God, bro. So I thought you were gonna go do one of those, like, oh my God, yeah, they mailed you a letter telling you to leave town. You can't, But the fact that you're not is like, either you're getting, the ageism that we're all seeing with our own eyes on a daily basis. I think that might be hitting you, and you're losing your senses because you're buying it. I mean, and who puts a big up on the top, Fredonia? Just listen to the beginning again, man. As residents of the village of Fredonia, New York, we are writing to you. Who's the residents of the village of Fredonia? What are you, a club? Are you a book club? What the fuck? Right?
Listen, maybe they got together.
Listen, it's the middle of the day right now. You want to, if we can get, I'll give you the number. We want these guys to call the town clerk live on right now and find out if she sent this shit. We can do it, but I think we'll be embarrassed.
Yeah, maybe she was on a trip in Denver, had some time on her vacation, and go, let me get rid of this fucking guy. And
she says, as residents of Fredonia, that sounds like Declaration of Independence signing. It is like 20 people leaning over going, yeah, put a period there, capitalize that, definitely. Let them know. Like, why would she go to Denver and then write this on behalf of the whole town? Did they give her notes? Here's the thing. This is what happened, bro, and I'm surprised at you. This is my assumption, which I'm sticking with, because if there's no way if they sent me that, I would get a lawyer and I'd sue the town, and I would make them pay for me to move, and either buy my home off of me or pay for me to move.
What's the lawsuit,
bro? You're threatening me. That bro. You're at a bar and a wise guy walks in and says, you might want to consider drinking somewhere else.
Okay.
Is that a threat?
Goodbye.
It's a threat. That's a threat. That's what the town is saying in that letter to me and my family collectively. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think with the way the letter is written, it's basically telling you, listen, our town was a peaceful place where people could raise a family, and now you're raining havoc amongst our residences, our residents. And maybe you should consider drinking somewhere else where bar fights are appropriate. That's basically what they're saying.
Okay, you look at it that way. I look at it as all I'm asking you to do is to clean your lines, because every time someone gets a draft beer in your bar, it turns, we're getting sick and we're tired of this shit. And I know it's expensive and it sucks to have to upgrade and get better, but trust me, on the back end, look at it. The whole country's already talking about Fredonia. I put you on the map. And I didn't even tackle the goddamn logo Hillbillies. That'll be done by the time my daughter's in 8th grade. I guarantee you that. Done with that shit. Calling us the Hillbillies. That's the team logo. Anyone new to the cast, if you go to Fredonia, we'll call the Hillbillies, and it's a guy missing a tooth who looks like he just got out of the fucking woods. All right? So that's our logo. That'll get you an academic scholarship.
If the Vatican was smart and they wanted to keep membership up, they would do a casting call for the Pope. Similar like you do for a movie. So you get a guy like Tom Cruise as the Pope. To your point, the Vatican's sales go through the roof. I don't even know why the Vatican's not doing merch. Like, why aren't they doing merchandising? Like, come on. Wow. I think the system's antiquated. They're hoping on donations at the church pews. The donations have been dwindling for the last 25, 30 years. And just open it up with the priests. To have them have a family. Enough with this. What is the guy going to go back to the rectory and sit there and watch Netflix? Give them a family.
I like that. I like that commitment. It makes it. It's like that's you know.
No. Look, what commitment? You're shrinking the pool of people that even want to do that.
That's first of all.
Open it up.
We could do this, by the way. We do image consult for the church. Number one thing you got to do is take a huge collective knee, bow your head as a religion, and admit what happened with all these priests and little boys, and let us know you clean that shit. There's no more asbestos. We got all of it out, right? So that's all gone. And we're so sorry. That was fucking nuts. Okay. Then what you're saying, and this could be a movie. You got to go find a young, charismatic dude, like you said, right? Just someone that, like, every woman wants to sleep with and every man wants to have a beer with. Fake a couple miracles. Pop them in, right? Just, it's a movie, man. You know what I mean? Just have it all be fake, but at the highest level. And just get a guy that makes people want to come back and be a part of this thing, And grow it out. Grow it out from the top.
Bro, I love where you're headed. The only thing you're missing here is give this guy a hot wife and 2 beautiful kids, right? And have this guy tour. Bring it in. I'm sorry to say this, and I know there's going to be traditionalists out there. Lose the white robe and shit like that. Let's exchange it for Tom Ford's.
You're changing it to Scientology. Have a wife, have kids, come out in jeans. What the fuck, bro? The whole thing has got to be, I'm a virgin. I don't, my whole love is with God.
It ain't working, man. It ain't working. Give him the pontiff. Keep the pontiff on. He does it. He's got the beautiful black suit, and then you bring the hat in on Sunday. Then you take the hat off, and then you go out and have a beautiful fucking spaghetti dinner with your family. And people are going, holy shit, the Pope's here. Why isn't the Pope out at Carbone?
If you're going to do it that way, I'll be a priest. I mean, that sounds like fun.
That's what I'm saying. We need guys like us in the church to bring people back. I mean, can you imagine? Did you see Correale's sermon at noon? I mean, people would be fucking fighting to get into church.
Can I drop F-bombs on top of that, man?
Like, whatever. The membership is down. We need it up.
Holy shit. Oh, God, I'm fucking dying. Oh, my God. Yeah, and I to your point, the Pope did not help the cause at all. That did not look pleasant. It looked militant. Now I'm finding you had to pay your own way. I mean, Jesus, you're pulling up in an Uber to shake this guy's hand that want to vote. You know, nothing to it anymore.
I'm telling you, bro. There's a whole new thing here that the Vatican is missing with the Pope, and get rid of the Pope mobile. I don't know if you remember that thing, right? You sit on top, and it's like enclosed in glass. Put the Pope in a Ferrari and let him go right down Main Street in Rome.
That's
true. Come on, Pope's here. Why isn't the Pope going to places as a president does? Oh, the president's coming to eat at our deli.
Yeah, no, you got a point, and I find that it seems the royal family in England is more popular, and like if they went out and about, than the Pope. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like more people would be into seeing Kate Middleton, Princess Kate, in the lobby of a hotel than the Pope. That's
why the Pope should be at the Super Bowl in a skybox. How nice would that be? To pan, look at who's here. Pope John Paul II having a beer with the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, bro, you're cheapening it now. You're cheapening it. If you told me he's gonna like descend down onto the field from up above in the white gown, bless us all, go back up into the catwalk, and a helicopter takes him back to the Vatican, I'm in for that. But he's fucking leading the wave from the skybox. Is that what you're telling me? Jeez, he's doing this. What a disaster!
Look this
now you're
up.
begging for votes. Now you're begging for votes. Yeah.
Does the Pope have an Instagram page? Does he got his own? How many followers do you think the Pope's got on Instagram?
How many Catholics are in the world, man? Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah.
I don't follow him. Do you follow him? Does he do it?
No.
Does he even have a thing?
I follow Kim Kardashian, though.
I follow Tom Cruise. Not really, but I should. Now that I say that, I got to see what Tommy's doing.
All right, we got the number.
What?
We got the number. What do you think?
How many followers he has?
Yeah.
I'm putting it at 17 mil.
9
mil. How many does Taylor Swift have?
283 million. Pope's got 9.
Oh my God. He is supposed to have what she has. Like there should be Catholics in the Himalaya mountains once a week just doing a scroll on Instagram. What's the Pope's got to say about it? It's nobody even cares about that guy anymore.
Because he's not out at a restaurant or at the Super Bowl.
Wow, I don't know. I disagree. I just think he doesn't have. He was not born to be the Pope. I'm sorry I'm saying that. I'm Catholic, but I just feel like I don't feel the calling with this guy. I don't feel like there was a calling with this guy.
Yeah, well, that's your thing. I just think we put this guy in a different outfit.
I felt more in the presence of holiness interviewing Andy Garcia than I would be. Like, he carried himself like a pope. The pinky with the thing. Like, that's the level of class I expect from my pope, with the pleasant smile. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. There were times in the middle of hanging with Garcia, maybe because you reminded me of my dad a little. I'm like, I wouldn't mind popping up and just giving him a big hug and sitting back down just for myself, you know? Like, he's just like a likable guy. The Pope looks like, keep the Uber running. This ain't going to take long.
Well, a guy like Garcia, that's what I'm saying about casting the Pope. You get to that age, maybe some of the roles aren't coming in like they used to. And his agent calls him up and goes, listen, they're casting for the Pope. You in? 4 years. You play the Pope. What do you think?
Every Sunday after you do Mass, you can go play in the band somewhere locally, and everyone comes out and watch the Pope play. They love the music. Now, he would make, that's what I'm saying. We need a Pope of Andy Garcia ilk. You know what I mean? the kind of Pope where you go, you see a photo of the Pope lately? He grew his hair out. Looks fantastic. I think he's going with that. I'm using it right now. Actually, I got it right here, bro. Moroccan oil, bro. Moroccan. I go heavy Moroccan oil. Heavy. I don't even do the little bottle. 4 pumps when I get out of the shower.
I wanna take you back to a dinner I had with another couple. Lana and I and another couple went out to dinner. This couple is in their 70s. Okay? Never went out to dinner with them before. I can't tell you who the guy is. But I've never seen a dinner go quite like this. Lana and I, when we sit down at a restaurant, we kind of talk about the menu. What do you see over there? And I was thinking of maybe getting the mozzarella caprese salad to start. Maybe you want clams? I don't know. It's a discussion, right? And we generally don't order everything right away. We generally get a couple appetizers because I feel after the appetizer, I don't know, I might feel like something else. I don't want to put the order in and be married to the entree because I might feel different after I eat all the apps.
Wow, bro, you're blowing my mind. I've never heard of that. I mean, I hear that and I think, oh my God, whisper to Jackie, we're never going to get the fuck out of here. I mean, yeah. I want you to see me take my last bite of my appetizer, slide that little dish over, boom, come out with the entree. I mean, as I'm patting the French onion soup off my lips, you want to re-see the menu because the fucking baked clams changed your mood? Holy shit. You're a foodie, bro.
Put it this way. I might really love the appetizer. And if I have already ordered a steak, I'm thinking by the time I get done with these appetizers, there's no way I'm going to pound a steak. I might want a fish now, something a little lighter because I killed the apps. So I do this move. We're going to keep the menu. Some restaurants don't allow you to do this. They want you to order all at once. But the restaurants that do, I generally take them up on that option of ordering a few things to the table. Let's wet the beak. Let's see where we're at before we dive into the pool, right? All right.
That's great. I mean, it makes sense because how often do we say, stop eating so much appetizers, you're not going to eat your blah, blah, blah.
And I like a gap between the appetizers and the entree. I don't want the entree coming right after I eat my last bit of calamari. Give me a break, 20 minutes. Let me reset it. Right?
Yeah.
We go out with this couple, right? They were there before us. We sit down. And I'm generally, when I sit down at a table and the menu is there, I don't touch the menu. I start talking with the people at the table. It's not like I sit down, open up the menu, and what are you guys going to have? I sit down, nice to see you, and then I gradually dive into the menu. Yeah. This guy goes, I open up the menu about 5 minutes in, right? And he goes, what do you want? What are you feeling like? And I go, oh, I don't know. And then the waiter came up. And like, are you guys ready? And he goes, yeah, we'll order. I felt pressured into ordering my entire meal. This guy, I've never seen the ordering. He's like, yeah, we'll get this and this appetizer. Is that good for you? Yeah, no, that's good. How about pasta? What kind of pasta? I said, oh, no. And the waitress was like, the orecchietti's good. Okay, we'll do the orecchietti. You want meat or fish? Oh, jeez. I guess meat. We'll get shut the menu. Gone. The pacing of this was aggressive.
Right.
But I kind of liked it because it takes out any like hem-haw of what you're getting. Because Lana, especially Lana, tends to like, I don't know, and then this was like order done, menu's gone. All right, what's next? Food comes out. I start eating, right? And then there was a lull because, I took a few this, I took a few that. But what I like to do is leave the appetizers on the table, talk, and then all of a sudden I go and I graze a little bit. I'm gonna get another piece of mortadella. Okay.
Right.
A little salad left. I put a little salad on the table. As soon as this was done, fucking picked it up, gone. Like, waitress came. How's it all going? We're done. We're done.
Right.
Oh, another move he did, which I kind of like. What do you think of a salad coming to the table and one person taking the initiative to dole out the salad on each plate? So he served us the salad.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Everything this guy is doing, though, and knowing you, I'm sure he's very powerful, very successful, so it's not that. But the bottom line, he's 70 or in his 70s, right? He's on a different time schedule, bro. You're doing things like a man who's 50. He's doing things like a man who's 70, right? I want to be flossing by 8:30, all right? I want to be in front of my mirror flossing. You know, you want to be looking at Lana going, oh, should we get the miso? Desserts. You want to be doing desserts by then, right? It's a different, and your way is fun if you're in good company and it's going to be a long night and all that stuff. And I dig that. But this guy's efficiency, what I like about his style too, is you're ordering so fast, you don't even, by the time the food comes out, you don't fucking remember what you ordered. It's like a surprise, you know? It was, you know.
It's like Christmas.
And then I'm sure he didn't rush you out afterwards, but he didn't rush you out afterwards. But we could leave at any moment if we want now.
What do you think, time-wise, is an ample time to sit down and have dinner with another couple? Is it an hour, hour and a half, 2? What's your time limit?
It really varies. If I'm going out with good friends, another couple, for a nice meal, I'm thinking between an hour and a half to 2 hours with some wine, some maybe desserts, espresso, the whole thing. Nice, you know, leave a nice tip, but yeah. If it's more of like a business dinner, I'm thinking hour 15-ish. It could be rushed. It could be rushed, hour 15 to an hour and a half, but, you know, maybe 20 minutes to a half hour shorter. Unless we're hitting it off and taking it beyond business and just really enjoying each other's company, you know? What do you think about that? Like, did you feel it should have lasted longer, the evening?
Nah, I tend to like really marinate in dinners, you know, like I'm like at the 3-hour mark, I think, when I go out for dinner.
So you eat like a mafia don. You know what I mean? Literally, you just sit there eating all evening. People bop in, bop out, give you updates. 3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours. So we're done with the entrees, and it was delicious. Any room for dessert? Absolutely, he says. Bring this and that. Desserts came. Then he pulled a move that is just a beautiful move, bro. He got up from the table, said, well, tonight's been really, really great. Thank you so much. No bill, no nothing. I go, whoa. The bill. Don't worry about this. He's got it set up where the bill don't come. He pays for it. And on the way out, I pulled this move. I don't know what you take. I said, I'm going to stay. I go, we got a babysitter tonight. I'm going to stay here. What you take? I'm going out to dinner with somebody, and if you said we're going to go home, and I said we're going to stay, am I obligated to leave the restaurant with you, or can I stay?
First of all, what was still on the table? A little dessert or anything? Was anything still on the table?
Nothing. Table's clear. I said, Lana and I are going to go to the bar. Get a drink. And he goes, nah, why don't you just stay at the table?
Oh, wow. Yeah. You know what? It's like alpha male going against alpha male. This guy's like, I'm going to pay, but I'm going to keep it on my speed, how I want it done, and we're all going to get out. And then at the last minute, you hit him with, I'm going to stay. You did not see that coming. Nobody hits me with that. We walk out and shake hands after the valet pulls up with the cars. What is this? It's like, what a backhand, bro. It's like the tennis play is over, and out of nowhere you did the hit through your leg. Oh, I just spilled my drink. You did the hit through your leg.
Oh.
And I got the point. So I like that. I like that move a lot.
So yeah, we stayed, and it was an eye-opening dinner. I can't really tell you what was said, but definitely one of those dinners where you're like, wow. I learned a lot. This guy is very precise in his decision making. He doesn't look in the past. He always looking forward. Whatever happened to him in the past, he don't even look at it. He's always looking forward. I'm marinating in the past. This guy is constantly moving forward. Pete Correale playing basketball. Now, can you set this up where, when is the high school? What is this?
Yes, I got very short clips for Patrick, but the beauty of this, somebody from my high school threw it on YouTube recently, and it came to me. This is my last game of my high school career. We're in the playoffs in 1988. We're home, and they even had like local TV broadcasters doing the game, the play-by-play. And I went down. I have 3 short clips. I don't know which one is which, but the last one is I went down with an injury, ended my high school career, and they had to carry me off. Whole crowd was aghast. What are we gonna do? So it's not just any old footage. It's some cool footage. So and I only had 4 points at the time I went down. So I think that's one clip. And then the other one is, so that's it. So let's see what the first one is. This is Connecticut High School on Long Island, 1988, freaking playoffs, baby.
Okay, here we go.
Liking or Connecticut?
Well, I tell you what, I think it should be the other way around.
Bro, my center was 7 feet tall.
Maybe it'll catch up to them.
In high school?
I think personally,
Yeah,
center reaches got
he was 7 feet tall.
That was Peter Correale hitting from the outside. His first 2 points of the game. Cuts the lead to 6 with a minute left to go. With a 10-point lead early.
Oh, hold on.
Here's Correale in traffic.
What number are you? I don't know what. Could you set this up?
Yeah, this.
The way
I'm
the way,
trying
listen,
to, but Patrick, are you on the code? I said.
1 second.
Sure.
We're watching this clip. We just watched the clip, right? And there was no all right, I'm number 5, I'm the guard, there was none of that. You assumed like we were watching game 6 of the Bulls versus the Jazz, and just by looking at it, we knew what player was.
Yeah, you don't know that's da-da-da. Yeah, no, I thought the clips, the way I thought I set them up, and if I didn't, Patrick, I apologize. I thought it would just show me, and I was going to take a shot, and I was going to be like, that's me right there. So sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I think the first clip might be... Go ahead.
Are you the white or the blue team? Just tell me that.
Right, I didn't even tell you that. Holy shit. We're white. We're white,
Okay,
and my friend Larry's on the team too. Now, I think this is just a clip for 10 seconds, right? Or something like that, where I think the announcer just talks about me for a second. That's all I wanted to show you with this one.
All right.
Correale
let's
the
see.
rebound. Oh, that almost went. That would have made the highlight film.
That was a 90-foot shot off the front of the rim.
All right.
So we've come to the end of the first quarter, and a quick first quarter it was. The visitors
All right, so you heard that I'm the key. Now we're going to go to 25-10. Patrick, this is, I think, me scoring a basket. Again, full house. I'm number 4.
Sapova thinks about it. Stripped away by Correale, but center reach maintains the basketball. 6.5 left to go first half.
Getting a turnover. Correale is down on the court right here on the floor in front of the table.
Scally hit the shot, but Correale is holding his left thigh or ankle, and he's hurt right in front of us.
Oh boy.
Seems to have come down a little bit on the side of
That's
that
me.
left foot. Trender's out there on him right now.
That's my dad. See my
By
dad?
the way, that's Dick Sobey, the referee, standing over him. The rule on this, by the way, is that if Peter comes out of the game, there is no charged timeout.
Okay, you can
Can
pause.
we pause it? What? One second. Okay,
Yeah.
a couple things I want to point out here. Why is only one person tending to you, and where are your teammates? Like, generally speaking, when someone is injured in a basketball or football game, isn't there a couple of teammates kind of lingering, going, "Is he all right? Looks all right." Your teammates are across court, bro. Talking about where they're gonna go after the game. What the fuck is going on, man?
Bro, the thing here is when I went down, the coaches and the staff came out and told the team, just give them some breathing room, step aside. This was like big deal. This is a big deal that I was going down. So, it had to be tended to, and it had to be tended to quickly. So, and you're going to see the severity of it, because now we're going to cut to the last clip, which isn't very long. It's just from 26:30 to it's like 40 seconds, and it's them taking me out. I'm walking out off the court. This is the last time my feet ever touched the basketball court in high school.
We were
Such
here
a
last
sad,
night. Let's take this
unfortunate
little
way to
time.
go out.
We were here last night, Mike and I, to look at
but
this ball
this
club
is that.
work. Connecticut, and they were very, very loose out here, weren't they, Mike?
Yes.
They were having fun. They were playing shooting games. They were doing a lot of easy things. They worked on some interesting things. But one of the things that I noticed is that they shot the ball an awful lot. Practice. They just kept shooting it. This could be a major injury here. Gentleman with the shirt sleeves helping Peter off the court is the athletic director here at Connecticut. That's Richard Akeo.
You mentioned before, Marty, that we were here yesterday. Peter was an absolute delight to interview.
Yes, he was.
Confident and just an extremely well-mannered young man.
Very nice young man. Very nice young man. And
Bro.
by the way, really a quality
Bro.
basketball player, quality kid.
I gotta tell you, not a graceful way to go off. Like, where there was no rhythm in the
walk.
Yeah, like it was like a little. It was the little quick hop. What the fuck was that, bro?
It was embarrassing, bro. I mean, listen, it was embarrassing. It was almost like, can you walk a little, or should we get a stretcher? Because right now we're dragging you out of here, and it's fucking pick a thing. Can you walk at all or not? I'm like, my face, the grimacing. And this is how sad it really is, bro. We were getting our asses kicked, and that was the playoffs. I was taken to the hospital for x-rays and stuff. I didn't even stick around. And I'm like, they're going to lose. It's over, man. My leg is... Guy on my team hit a buzzer beater from half court to win the game. I was just forgotten. Nobody gave a shit anymore about me. Whole career, done. I'm getting taped up in the hospital, and they're all cheering and celebrating. Oh, what a lousy way to go. I couldn't wait to get on with the college career.
All right. Are you the captain of the team at this point?
Of course.
Okay. There's another thing I don't like. Sorry. I'm gonna critique this. Where's the look over to the team, and where's that almost Trump-like go get 'em guys? What? No?
Oh my! Okay, I didn't care about winning. I wanted 30 fucking points. That's all I cared about. I wanted to score and be the man. I worked really hard. The other guys on the team didn't work as hard as me, so I was just, I was that. So when I got hurt, I was just like, this sucks. It's over, man. So, but yeah, I didn't. That's a regret, bro. I wasn't a man yet. I wasn't man enough to know. And then, this is so embarrassing to say out loud. They had another game because they won that one, so they went on in the playoffs. I, in the meantime, went out drinking with some friends. One of my friends got into a fight and ended up in the hospital because he got kicked in the balls, and one of his balls blew up so big they had to take it out. So I told my dad, I got to go visit my friend. I was late to my own basketball team's playoff game. I'm on crutches, getting over to the bench as the game's about to start because I had to visit my buddy in a hospital with one ball. My whole, I was a mess. I was a mess,
bro. You limp off the court like some wet seal, and
oh God, I did.
And then there is no encouragement to the team going, hey, I'll be okay. You guys got this without me. It was not even a look back. I mean, I'm sure your teammates were watching going, yeah, he's probably going to look back and give us the fucking, you guys got this. But none of that. And then on top of that, you're not even there to cheer him on time for the next playoff game. What kind of captain are you?
The worst kind. Then I'm captain in college and I quit. I mean, I'm the worst captain. I wasn't a fully deformed man yet. And my cousin, who I adored, he unfortunately passed a few years back, but just the greatest guy. He was on the team and he helped shut down their star. So he's interviewed at the end of this game and he tells the interviewer, our best player, my cousin Pete went down. He just told us guys, you got this. Like, he lied for me. Hooked me up, man.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, so it was a bad taste of a way to go out, but I wanted to share with our listeners.
I've abandoned all of my natural instincts since I've been married. All right? Anything I naturally feel,
yeah,
I, for whatever the reason, I'll give you the example. I knew it was going to be packed. It's the first day. You got mothers and fathers coming to school. Our school doesn't have parking. Our school has a drop-off thing where you drop off and you go, right? It's neighborhood parking. So I see a spot as we're going to the school. I told Lana, I go, I'm going to park here and we'll just walk it in. And there was a family that we knew that was walking. They live near the school and they were walking. Mm-hmm. So Lana goes, no. We could find closer parking than this. This is too far. Now that family is walking from their home, right? We drove from our home, and now we're in the perimeter of what I would call walking to school. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
So I'm upset that she thinks, she's like, I think it's a little too aggressive to be parking here. It's a long walk. I say to that family is going to be in the school before we find a parking spot. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So I'm stewing as I'm going towards the school. Traffic on the side streets, people, over, people trying to inch in. Mm-hmm. And she goes, all right, see if you can park here. I go, you can't park there. And as I'm saying this, the family who walked is entering the school. We're still in the car. All right. Now I'm burning.
I hear you. Okay. That's not good for you, bro. It's not good for you. I hear you, though.
So she tells me a place to go find parking. In my head, I go, there's not going to be any parking there either. But I don't say that because I know if I do, that's going to continue the argument or the the tension. So okay, I turn the corner. Sure enough, no parking there. There's a garage there. She goes, maybe the garage. In my head, I go, no, it's not. That's not going to be it either. So we end up dropping the kid off in the drop-off line with Lana. And I'm pissed because now I'm going to miss the first day of school where they kind of parade through the field and then we go up to their classroom and see the class. So I drop them off. You ever do the, where she's, I don't know if, does Jackie ever oh, I'm wrong. I was wrong here. And now you're mad. No.
Rarely. No way.
So she never concedes and say, hey, Pete, I'm sorry. I should have.
Dude, my whole family was visiting. I lost the keys to the Subaru. For 2 days, my whole family's here, and I'm looking for keys. Both of them. The family, I couldn't even use the Subaru because I couldn't find them. Jackie was yelling at me. After my family left, I found both of them in 2 separate bags of hers. I even texted my sister, and I go, I just want you to know, she lost them. Because I smoke pot, and I think they driving home going, Jesus Christ, he couldn't even drive his car because he lost his fucking keys. What a fucking Tommy Chong motherfucker, right? So, and all Jackie said was, I don't even know how they got in there. That's sorry? That's sorry. I don't know how they got in there. I like your move with Lana, though. I've done that. You gave up mentally now. Now you're just a piece of meat. You want me to make a left? I'll make a left. Want me to make a right? I'll whatever you want. You know. Right?
That's exactly what it was. It's like, since you screwed my whole plan up, now I'm going to give you your plan the way you want it. I'll give it full force, right? I just gave it to her. Left, right, center. I'll do whatever. I'll pull up on the lawn if you want. So now I drop her off, and now, of course, I go to look for parking, which I know there's going to be none of. Right? And she's calling me from the field. Did you find it yet? I go, no, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Well, how about you park? She's still trying to give me suggestions. I said, I'm going to go back to where I wanted to park originally, and I'm going to walk in. Oh, no, I feel bad. Come, give me the car so you could see the You're going to live in it. You're going to live in this.
Right. Besides, you got to admit, on some level, I've been in those positions. As much as you want to see your kid's little parade, it does feel good having all that leverage right now, right? And she's feeling so bad. All right, so I can find a spot and not even take it just so she has to call me 3 more times feeling horrible, like I missed the whole thing.
I did that. It was one of those spots where it was a parallel spot. It was going to be tight.
Yeah.
Could I have gotten in? Maybe. But I'm like, I ain't fucking getting in that spot, risking getting sandwiched in.
Right.
I'll bypass it. Plus, to your point, I was kind of hoping I'd miss the whole fucking thing.
She feels so bad. Now, if it was the other way around, and she told you to park and you didn't, and now she's going, you're missing it, you're such a jerk, you would have got in that little spot right there. You would have made that work. God, that's great. That's great, man. I know. And can you imagine if you took her up on that? Like, if you literally said, okay, I'll pull up, switch, And that's... I find men we just don't get enough credit for those kind of moments like that. That was forgotten by the time you sat down 10 minutes into the whole reception. They already forgot that whole big thing and what happened. But if it was the other way around, I feel like it's not forgotten.
Yeah, no, it's still not forgotten. I'm talking about it 3 hours later. Right? I mean, for me, I hang on to that shit because she now is at a deficit while we're at the school, right?
Yeah.
She goes, and then she pulls this. She goes, I am so sorry. I will listen to you from now on about parking, and if I do say anything, you could go tell me to fuck off. I am so sorry. You knew, but you know what? You ever get the apology just to get it out, and I don't really feel that there's any sincerity behind it.
Oh yeah, that was a total guilt one right there. Totally. The last apology I got was long story short. I was giving Jack a hard time because I'm like, hey, you don't come down in the morning, just give me a peck on the cheek in the morning like that. And she's like, it's not a sitcom. I mean, you don't just come down, right? So anyway, I go, nah, it's just a little connection. That's all it is, And I go, if I come up to you, sometimes you're like, oh, I'm busy, blah blah blah. So then she goes for a run, and when she comes back, she's got the music, she takes off, she's stretching, sun shining, she sees me, and she's like, I'm sorry, baby, you're right. From now on, I'm going to kiss you in the morning when I see you, right? And she gives me a kiss. And that's I feel good because I ran. That's the only reason I'm getting that apology, right? Is because you're just psyched because the run's over. Haven't gotten a morning kiss since, by the way, bro. Since.
You know what? You want a kiss? You know what you do? You just you put your head and you just lay it on her running shoes, and you just wait for her to come and put the running shoes on.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you're probably right. And by the way, I would imagine by Sunday you go for a parking lot drive with Lana, and she's going to be telling you where to park, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Absolutely,
yeah, it's words.
It's just never gonna. And again, that's what I'm saying. If I could give you any advice to the married men out there, don't lose those man instincts that you have. Just don't lose them, because if you start, questioning. Because I was saying to myself a little bit, I was saying, well, maybe there is a spot closer, but then I'm wrestling and going, no, there's not. No, there's not. You're like, you got to stick to what you believe, bro. It's like switching religions, man. I mean, you can't do it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And if you listen to a woman, they'll have you go into the airport 45 minutes before your fucking flight. Like, they do that kind of shit, too. I'll be going to the airport, go, why did I listen to you? I'm fucking freaking out right now. I'd already be sipping coffee in front of my gate right now if I was by myself. Jesus Christ.
My kids were like acting up at the grocery store yesterday. They were like a little hyper, they're like excited, and I'm like, all right, but they were kind of hopping around. I go, hey, say in a playground, tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just a little too like, especially boys. Sometimes they're not really in control of their body, and they could like knock something over and not know it. So I was trying to prevent all this. So we're in the aisle, and Lana, and this is partially your fault, of course, I didn't say it was. I'm going to say it to you here on the cast. I didn't open my mouth yesterday because I knew it was just one of those things. Just keep your mouth shut. She had like 5 olive, for olives. She wanted to make blue cheese olives, so she had 5 of them that she had brought over for me to look at. And I go, that one. And then when she was going to go put them back, we were in the aisle, and she had all 5 of them there. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This is glass. You got 5. You don't really have control of them. Yeah. And of course, Caruso was kind of like, mommy, mommy, mommy. And next thing you know, boom, cracks in the aisle. Now, I have to say, I have 51 years of never dropping anything at the grocery store where I had to go tell the people, clean up aisle 6. I've never. Have you ever dropped anything that broke in a grocery store?
Probably, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But man, it's been a while. And then everyone's looking at you. I see somebody break something though in a grocery store, instantly white trash. That's the first thing that comes to my head.
That's it. That's what I think, right? And now we're white trash in aisle 3. I got fucking olives on the floor, and then I'm thinking to myself, oh god.
Yeah, but if you walk away, that's white trash. But if you go and get somebody, that's an accident. These things happen. These things happen, man.
So I lay into my kids in the aisle. I go. And while Lana goes and tells the the store that there's been a break, I tell the kids, I go, get over it right now. And I don't do it. I don't do a yell out in public. I don't do a yell. It's a controlled rage, right? So I said, get over here. I said, look at this. Look at this. I go, I was telling you earlier, stop jumping around. This isn't a playground. And now look at what happened, all right? I got to pay for that, right? And I go, now we got to get somebody to come over and clean it up. And they're looking at me, bro. I got to tell you. The respect that I get from these two kids when I get into this, like, rage mode is God, bro, I almost want to film it and put it up there and put it on, like, you brought that George Washington book on the Patreon of, like, how to live your life. I want to put these little snippets of, this is how you parent, right?
Yeah.
So I laid into them, and then we go to check out, right? And I'm still fuming, but they're like, you ever do something to Sadie, like you reprimand her, you discipline her, and then she like says, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go to like," and you ain't there yet, like you ain't out of the fucking rage moment. So
that's great.
We get to checking out. We get to checking out. They're like, "Dad, can I go? We ain't there yet. I'm still with the olives. Like, don't be friends with me just yet. It's like it's gotta, like, you gotta earn it now. You can't just come back into normal life. We gotta build into it. Like, I need a couple more sorry daddies before I come around."
I was gonna ask you, is it something you say to them? Like, do you finally give a little like finally some sun? Say that one quip so they know Dad's back. We're back there.
Yeah. Let me do it though. Let me do it. You can't dictate like when we start acting normal again.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's gonna be neat though when you get older, especially with your daughter, who's gonna be, just the apple of your eye, because sometimes she's gonna be like telling you to calm down, and then you got to go, am I a hothead? Am I wrong? Or is it because, your daughter's going to be able to break you down a little bit more than at certain points. Like, I'm still a little lost, though, why you're yelling at them. You felt they got in Lana's way or something? Did I mishear the story?
Crusoe was kind of poking at her, and she lost control of like Crusoe was hanging on her arm, kind of.
Oh, okay.
And that's why she lost control. But she shouldn't have had 5 jars in her hand to begin with, but...
And it sounds like Seraphina's just getting caught in the crossfire too. Like, why is she getting?
Well, okay, this is something that you're not aware of because you don't have multiple kids. She was acting up earlier, and I told him to settle down. The fact that he did it, I lump her into it so I could get a dual discipline. At once. Right? Now, Seraphina's even telling me during my disciplinary rage, she goes, "Daddy, I didn't do anything." I said, "You were invited." Like, I make it look like you were at the scene of the crime. It don't fucking matter if you didn't pull the trigger, right? You were there.
You got her on the RICO Act.
So
that's what that is right there. It really is. And by the way, you don't think I saw you doing it earlier? I saw you do it earlier, right? So that's for before. Yeah, no, you gotta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, this very well could have happened 10 minutes ago. You were lucky it didn't, but now that it did, it's everybody's fucking fault.
Yeah.
Now get in line. So we got in line, and then of course, listen, my daughter, she goes, "Daddy, could I do the pay?" Because she likes to pay. When we go, she wants to put the credit card in the thing and take it out. And of course, after she said that, you could do that. She did it.
Oh, man. Big softy. The old man's a big softy.
there was a guy in the gym, and he was bothering me with the sounds coming out of his body and where he constantly was. You know, like you're in the gym and you feel like you're wherever you go, there's always somebody there. Like they're doing almost the same workout you're doing. It's like, guy,
Yeah.
I saw you doing the, what do you call it? The row machine.
Yeah.
And there was another row machine next to you.
Yeah.
And he started to row as you were rowing. Now, I'm sorry. If I do rowing and I see that there's an empty row machine next to a guy that's already rowing, I don't do rowing that day.
Right.
Done. I'm on a treadmill. I don't know. What the fuck was that, man?
And especially because the whole gym is empty. So, and no one rows that long. Wait the 10 minutes. So then my phone is kind of like near his row machine. I'm like, do I move? I can't believe you said that, because when you said it, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, do I move my phone? And I'm like, guy, what are we, fucking dating? Get the fuck out of here. Like you're right on top of my shit. You know? I can't stand when I do, like, another thing I'll do is, oh, by the way, he was stretching right in the middle of the gym. There's so many nooks and crannies. Take it, you know? Mm-hmm. I feel, though, sometimes when you're working out in a hotel gym, I feel like a lot of times we're dealing with amateur hour, like people that maybe don't go to normal gyms. Maybe they have a little something at home. Maybe they don't normally work out. And then, you know, so, yeah, that guy kind of annoyed me, too. I got to be honest. But when I'm done with like if I do dumbbells or something, and then I go over here to do something else, and it's clear that I'm going back and forth, don't slide in there and get a thing in. Just wait till I'm done. Yeah.
I will adjust my workout to where people are in the gym. I'll do a machine that I've never done before to avoid someone doing something near a machine I wanted to use. I might do a body part that I've never even tried before just to avoid people.
Well, you're so self-aware. You're probably like me. Again, Larry Bird-like instincts. I'll be using a machine, and I notice somebody else is working their way down machine to machine, and I'm like, they're gonna want the machine I'm on probably within about 15 minutes. So let me finish this up so they can keep. And I feel like they're like, the guy sees them coming down the line of machines. So it works both ways. Even with you, we say hello, and then we kind of give each other space, you know, and we know each other, man. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of chit-chat with you and I in the gym. Although this guy, the sounds coming out of this guy is another thing that bothered me. He sat down on that rowing machine and he started with a I'm like, hey, man, come on, man. You're not at home.
I know. Yeah, well. Sometimes when I'm at home, I just did this morning, I was working, I just yell out I'm on the Stairmaster and just yell out a random, fuck. And Jackie's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. It just sucks. It just sucks. Doesn't it suck? Can't get enough. That's why Louis C.K. always had so much great material. He never worked out a day in his life. Just fucking writing all morning. Well, there you go, man. That was the last you're going to hear our voices until 2025, which is basically, tomorrow. But anyway, Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed it. Any last parting words, Sebastian? I'm very excited for a new year to cast, to take it to a new level.
Yeah, right? we are always, it's funny. Every time we get on this cast, I'm like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Do we have anything to talk about this week? And more often than not, we always have plenty of things to share with you guys. Really appreciate you guys kind of being loyal listeners. So much so where, sometimes when we do take a week off, which is very rarely, I think we took one or two off. People start chiming in and going, what's going on? How come it hasn't posted yet? So people are on the edge of their seats waiting for this thing to come out. Yeah, I mean, listen, we didn't interview a president this year, right?
No.
We didn't have any of that going on our show. But little teaser. we got pretty close to the White House this year.
Yeah, there's some people came out to see the It Ain't Right tour.
Well,
Sebastian's made.
Well, let's not get into. Let's give that a little tease. Could be from the Biden administration. Could be from the Trump. We don't know yet.
That's it.
But we'll dissect that moving into 2025. Just a little piece, little appetizer.
Beautiful. God, I'm on the show and I can't wait.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for listening to the Pete and Sebastian Show 2024 edition. Hope you enjoyed the best of, and we will see you next year.